I posted some videos this week because I was having a really hard time with my pain from my fibromyalgia and osteoarthritis. Because my arthritis kind of just came in screaming really bad in new places this year. And I ended up taking, I was having to take double doses of my medication just to be able to function, walk down my hall to go get water, that kind of thing. And not sit here crying the whole time. I'm doing better emotionally, not physically. Yesterday was bad because I did a bunch of cleaning in this particular room. We call it the den, but what it is where I do all my creative things. I have all my supplies for that, and I have my TV here and my computer. It's, got my little fun things back behind me. And this is essentially my inner child's room, and it's where I live. But I'm better emotionally, I think. Right now, it could change in 5 minutes. And I wanted to talk about, what I wanted to talk about was I'm aware that I discuss, whether it's a verbal discussion in person, on the phone, or I write about online, and I talk about a lot, all the pain and the fibro and osteo. I'm aware of that, and I know that it probably drives people crazy. You probably look at it and you roll your eyes, oh great, she's in pain again. And for some reason, I'm driven to communicate what it's like to have fibromyalgia. And I think a lot of it's because when I had it before I got diagnosed, when I was married, I was called fat and lazy essentially by people. And that hurt badly, especially when it was my in-laws. And they couldn't understand why I couldn't work. And they didn't understand my panic disorder either, my anxiety disorder. And it was just, I was just fat and lazy. And I've had people say that a lot, that you could work, you could do something. And when it's people that you feel close to or you've known for a long time, and they just come out and say that, it is so painful. And it's made me want to try to communicate what it's like to have these situations, whether it is, the panic/anxiety disorder, or it's the fibro, because neither one of them has anything you can show somebody to show them, hey, this is crippling, this is stopping me from working, stopping me from functioning as a normal person. So I talk about it a lot, and I talk about it a lot because it is just there screaming at me every day for attention. And I call it the equivalent of my having a career in children. My career in children are fibromyalgia and osteoarthritis. Because what do you talk about? You talk about the things in your life, right? Everything you do, every part of your life, it's what you talk about. I work here, I do this, my son did this, my boyfriend did this, blah, 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 blah. I don't have those things. And part of the reason I don't have some of those things is because of the fibromyalgia and whatever I'm stumbling. The crap. The monster, as I called it before it was diagnosed. And you talk about what's in your life. You talk about the things that demand the most attention of your life. And that's, for me, is fibro and osteo and pain. So, being a person that has no filter from brain to word, it's what I talk about. And I don't mean to do it. I don't look for sympathy. I despise it when people pity me. I cannot stand to be pitied. It's okay to be empathetic. Okay, but I don't ever say anything I say or talk about anything I talk expecting anybody to respond to it, expecting, kind words or sympathy or any of those things. I'm just emoting. And like I said, I struggle with the fact that people don't understand fibromyalgia. And they don't understand the level of the pain. So I want to help people understand. I want, like my own family, My aunt will say something like, well, when are you going to get better? I'm never going to get better unless there's a cure sometime in my lifetime. And, and the thing about people saying, well, you can do something job-wise. I can't. Between the anxiety and the physical pain, there's just nothing. But it makes you narcissistic in a way, not true narcissism. But I actually, talked with my therapist about that. I am not a narcissist, but it makes you focused on yourself because that's what's demanding your attention. Because, like I said, your children or your career or whatever, or your job, boyfriend, husband, girlfriend, whatever. And that's why I talk about it a lot. I strive for people. I want people to understand, because people have not understood either my anxiety / panic disorder or the fibromyalgia. Unless they've experienced them, they just don't understand. They don't understand how crippling both of them are, both mentally and physically. And, when you meet, okay, I got to do a part 2. Sorry.